I'm going to introduce to you, we have our amazing stylist here. We have our lead stylist. We have Nicole Ng, who's our lead stylist. Can you wave for us? Hi. And we have one of our lead stylists, Madeline Dish. And can you go ahead and wave for us as well? And so we're going to talk about moving our spring wardrobe and into our winter wardrobe. So go ahead and take over for us.
Okay, I'm so excited to talk. We're talking about how to transition our winter pieces to spring. And Madeline and I are going to go over tips today. We're so excited to have this conversation. So Madeline, what are you excited about for the spring? Like, what trends are you excited? What are you excited about sending your clients?
Yeah, I think what I've noticed across the board with my clients is that, after a long time, people are really kind of starting to get out, to be around others. And so they really want to dress and feel the way that they're feeling, definitely more excited and happy. And so that's really reflected in a lot of the colors we're seeing. I think neons and bright colors, greens and purples and pinks are so in right now, and just kind of bringing in those pops of colors to kind of help people feel happy and excited, kind of going out of not only kind of colder months, but just kind of into kind of the time to be around others. So definitely I'm really excited about those pops of colors, and just kind of the return of party dressing. I think a lot of people are done with their sweatpants. They're done with kind of that cozy look, and they really want to bringing in, I know I'm the same way, bringing in different silhouettes and different materials, and really kind of trying out different things instead of kind of being in the same loungewear that they've been in for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm so excited to, I know I've been talking to you this week about like knit dresses and crochet dresses, which I'm wearing right now. And since it's still cold out, I layered this turtleneck underneath. So it's a way to transition. I'm loving like the cutouts, the asymmetrical, pops of neon. And I'm kind of sending that to my clients. And a lot of my clients that are a little like, oh, I don't know how to try this trend. And I'm like, and I do it in the way that like I'm sending them some monochromatic pieces, but I'm adding a little neon. And I find that they're getting excited about it. And it's kind of fun to like see the trend kind of spread, like from the runway to just, everyday women.
Exactly. And you don't have to do a full neon look. You can kind of add in those pops of colors. I know a lot of clients that I've been styling love just in a bag or in a shoe, just to kind of test it out without being like head to toe in neon purple.
Yeah, I completely agree. So we're going to talk next about transitioning, right? But you're in New York, I'm in Berkeley. It's still, the weather is like hot one day, and then it's breezy, and today was raining. How is the weather where you are right now?
Yes, it's the same. Every day is different. So it's definitely kind of bringing in pieces from spring and summer. I know now it's like mid-April, almost May, which is crazy. I've kind of started bringing out those pieces for spring that have been kind of in the back of my closet for the last year, and I'm really excited for them to kind of come out again, but it's still not quite warm enough. So I think it's all about layering. For me, I love a silk dress, a silk skirt, and I think there's so many ways to kind of bring that kind of summer staple into the kind of this transitional period. So it's really great paired with a denim jacket or a leather blazer. And it's a really great way to kind of bring in those trends, throw on a pop of color in a bag or a pop of color in the shoe, and really kind of have those staple pieces that are a great representation and a great thing to kind of bring in. So like, I love this silk dress. This is a great option for someone who maybe isn't crazy about color, is a little bit more neutral. But that great kind of leather jacket, or even any kind of winter staple jacket, is a great way to put it in with kind of that more spring shoe. But, you could throw in a pink bag or throw in a little pop of color in your jewelry, just to kind of bring it all together.
Yeah, and I love that the delicate silk dress, that you're adding that layer of leather gives it a strong woman vibe. It adds a little edge, and it's less dainty,
Yeah. Exactly. And I think, if you didn't want to do kind of this blazer or a jacket over it, I really love to pair one of like a sweater over a dress or a skirt. I think it's such a great way to transition again from winter into spring. And it's a great way to bring kind of those spring trends, bringing in those neon, kind of a monochromatic look. If you are more willing to kind of go through with all of the spring trends and put the looks together. I think it's a really great way to mix color and you can even mix in a print in the skirt. But again, kind of staying warm, and for those colder or windy days, you don't even have to put on a jacket. This could kind of be your look for the day.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's maximizing your wardrobe. Like if you put that sweater over your silk slip dress, that's like a complete new look, but it's still like stuff that you just found in your closet. So you're not like buying all these new things,
Exactly. Kind of,
and it's also creating like a whole new look, which is fun.
I love the colors, obviously.
Yeah. Fuchsia is definitely in for the spring, but so is kind of other colors like green. I know I went shopping over the weekend, and every store that I went in had some shade of green. And so I really like kind of an emerald green. It's a great way to bring in different textures and silhouettes with pops of color. I love a printed pant in green, or kind of any kind of wide leg pant like this. But again, kind of bringing if you are more adventurous, kind of bringing multiple trends into one. Pops of pink, layering a winter piece like a sweater in a different way than you would wear it in the winter. And bringing in those pops of color.
I love that the trouser is so relaxed, so it really makes it a modern look.
Yeah.
And I love how she tied the sweater like that. I would have never known to tie the sweater like that.
Yeah, it's a great way to bring kind of those heavier pieces and still have a little bit of a layer or an interesting look, but not, wear a sweater with a pair of pants like you might have done all winter long.
Yeah. It's a happy spring look.
Yes.
I love it. It's very classy too.
I agree. And for those women that are not wanting to wear like head to toe color, and maybe they're more of a monochromatic, they like to play it a little more safe but a little more edgy and clean. I love, like you can wear your black, like everyone has like a black fitted top. But talking about textures, like there's a slide of Spacia that kind of shows this look of it's like a long sleeve black fitted top with a pant with a little bit of leather on the side, so you got a little bit of that texture. And to keep it kind of springy, you can add like a pair of white, see these like kind of slip-on shoes. They're very like architectural looking, so the whole look is very clean, modern, but a little bit going towards the spring season for someone that maybe does not want to add so much bright poppy colors. Mm-hmm. And I also love like a bright dress with like, florals really in for spring. I think floral will be in for a long time.
Always. Yes.
So I think for spring, like a bright floral dress that really pops. But since it's still kind of chilly, you can still wear your booties, She's comfortable. She's in this like bright printed dress, which is really, it's like eye-catching. And then you've got those like fun kind of red, which gives it a pop of color, booties that you can just walk around in the city, but your feet are still warm, And you can always layer over a 3/4 length coat or a cropped leather jacket. So many different ways to wear this. And another look that I'm really into spring, we were talking about neon, is that we're still always wearing our jeans. But I think that we want to add like an element of elevation. And I think that's a great way to add like a neon heel or a neon flat to a denim look. I think it just makes the whole look a lot more interesting. And that is like we're saying about trying neon. That's a great way to do it with a shoe or a bag. It's a safe way to kind of dip your feet into trying a new trend. because I know for neon is, it's really bright and not everyone's ready to try the trend. This is a great way to start. And another trend that I'm loving for spring, like I said before, are knit dresses and crochet dresses. So I have this kind of a knit crochet dress that I have a slide that Stacey has a slide of that you can wear with like a spring shoe. Do you see the detail? Like it's really fun. It's like stripy, but it's got a metallic.
I love that texture.
It's just beautiful. And you can wear it to work with a leather blazer. But if you're going out at night, you can wear it with these neon sandals, and you can layer like a turtleneck underneath, or a long coat, like a long wool coat that's very chic. Or you could do a leather trench. Like there's so many ways you can go, but I just think that's a fun way to incorporate, winter to spring. I think we're going to see a lot of these kind of colors and dresses for the coming seasons.
Sometimes texture scares me because I feel like it accentuates some of my not so appealing proportions. So I always get a little nervous.
I would say a fun way to try texture is in a top, like a top, or you can even try a bag. I mean, there's so many bags right now with texture, like a lot of quilted bags, crochet bags. I feel like a top is a good way to start with texture, or a jacket. Like a coat or a jacket is a great way to start.
Got it. That helps a lot too. Thanks.
Yeah, it's always like those little, always start small. Like you want to try new things. I always think start with a shoe, start with a bag, and then you can start to like try a top, for those of us that are not so fashion forward, it's a fun way to try a trend. So what are you ladies looking forward to buying for the spring and summer months?
I think for me, as I think about kind of going out of winter months, where I've kind of been in boots or booties, I'm really thinking about ways to kind of refresh my shoes. So not quite with the 40-degree weather and rainy ready yet for like an open-toed heel, but I think a really great way is loafers, which are such a classic. They're never going to go out of style, but again, it's a way to kind of incorporate texture. There's some really great kind of textured raffia kind of loafers on the market right now. It's a really great way to kind of, again, bring in those trends that we see and make it a little bit more wearable for the everyday. And so I have in my cart right now like some chunkier platform ones, which again, they can really be worn right now with a dress. They can be worn with a pair of shorts, a leather short and a blazer, but then they'll really work to transition you throughout the year as the seasons change back into it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like we were talking earlier about the loafer is just, you can wear it, at any age.
Exactly.
Like 70,
universal.
Silk dress and your loafers. It's so chic. I love that. What are you excited to wear, Aspasia, for spring?
Well, I love color. I mean, I don't know if you can tell.
I can't tell.
So I am looking forward to incorporating a lot of color. I mean, I really love those neon green. I mean, I don't know if I can pull off neon green, pants but I think pulling off a neon green, pair of neon green heels with jeans, I think that's so cool. And I also love that outfit with the green slacks and the white collar shirt and tying the fuchsia sweater like that. I thought that was so cool. I don't know if it would look as cool on me, but I really thought that was a really cute, classy spring look that it's so simple, but just it looked really cute. I don't, like you said, I don't want to be going out there and buying a whole lot, but just buying those little things that'll just add more. I'm sure all of us have a white collar shirt and have a sweater, that we have in our closet. and just buying, a pair of green slacks, to add to our wardrobe will just, complete that look. And maybe buying the fuchsia, heels as well to go with everything too. I mean, those are things that I may go out there and buy. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah. So those are things that I'm looking forward to trying out, thanks to you guys. But yeah, it's exciting, and I love spring because I do love the warm weather and the summer, and I mean I do love winter and the coats and things like that. But I definitely love the colors that come with the spring and summer. So
I agree. It's just more. I think everyone wants bright colors and just, like we're tired of wearing our winter clothes and bundling up. And there are so many things to try, right? So it's fun to just try different trends and start out small. I think that I'm just looking forward to, wearing a spring dress with like bright colors and textures and just having fun with getting dressed again.
wonderful. So some people said that they're afraid to wear color, and so I think somebody said in the chat that they were afraid to wear color, and I think you don't have to wear all bright colors. Just introducing some color into your wardrobe was great. I liked what you said about the cutouts. If you don't want to show skin, you can wear a tank underneath, or a t-shirt so that you're not showing skin, or showing or wearing a neon tank underneath that's going to just show a pop of color underneath. That was a great way to introduce cutouts so people don't have to show any skin. So that
creates that silhouette like a very interesting kind of architectural look to it, I think.
Exactly. That was a great tip too, that people can definitely try out. I think that's great. That's something I could consider trying out as well.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys have anything else to share? Or
I just want everyone to try out a trend this week. Try a little pop of color and see how you feel and start from there. That's the advice I would have.
Yeah, so I think I think that sometimes we're just afraid to try things out because we don't know how it's going to look. But I think that a little bit at a time helps. And if you're afraid to try new styles, or you think these general tips are not for you, that's exactly what the Style Trust was created for. It's really for people to seek personalized styling advice from amazing stylists like you, who can give them personalized styling advice for their particular body shape, their taste preferences, and their budget. And it's so convenient. They connect with you virtually, and get advice from you, and you guys curate outfits for them, just for them, and give them the confidence, and let them know that, hey, you can wear this, you can pull this off, and then all it takes is just hearing it from you, saying it's okay. I think it's going to look great on you. So if any of you out there are looking for a personal stylist who's going to be there for them, and who they can trust, just all you have to do is join the Style Trust, and you can be hooked up with either Madeline or Nicole, and they'd be, or any one of our other amazing stylists, and they'll be happy to help you out and create amazing looks for you. I know I've been super happy with them, and I know I'm dressing way better than I used to dress because of them. So thank you. All right. So that concludes our live webinar, and hopefully we've made it a little easier for you all to transition your spring wardrobe into your winter wardrobe into a spring wardrobe. So, okay, thank you so much, both of you. Okay,
Bye.
Bye.